Where's my camera? I'm so excited. Number 20. I'm done. Yay, 10 down already. I can't believe it. I've already done 10. I feel like dancing. I wish I could. But whatever. Okay, so number 11. I mean, we're halfway there. So this is getting easier. So 20 things not to do in 2020. Number 11, do not play with your health. You know, health is like money. We usually take it for granted. It's until we lose it that we realize that it's a big deal. Your health is so important. You need to remember that the only reason why you're on this earth right now alive is because you have a body. So don't play with your body, because the minute your body gets sick and it expires and you die, you have to go back to God, your creator, or to wherever part you are going to. So it's important that you take care of your health. So regular health checks, especially if you're over 40. It's not something you can play with. Regular health checks. Eat clean. You don't get the luxury of taking all the fizzy drinks, sweets, candy, cakes, pastries, things that little children can do and get away with. You can't do that anymore. But all those things are even too much of it is too bad for your health, okay? So it's important that you focus on doing the right things. Exercise, a 30-minute walk at least once every day. And you know the funny thing is, in this part of the world especially, we sit a lot. We don't move around, we don't walk. So you're either driving your car or you're on a bike, or you're on, what do you call those things? For lack of a better word, you're on keke marwa. If you live in Lagos, you know what I mean. You're on those tricycles. So it's important that you actually are active. Try to do a sport that you enjoy. Ride a bicycle, go running, go jogging. If you can't, then walk, skip, do dance videos. There's so many of them on the internet. You can go to YouTube and just pick as many and just do them every day. But get into some form of exercise every day. Eat the right things. Eat lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. Drink water. Do not play with your health. Your body is so important. And in 2020, if you are going to achieve all the things that you need to do, then you need to make sure that your body is healthy. So in 2020, do not play with your health. So number 12. Number 12 thing that you must not do in 2020 is do not dream small. Don't think small. Don't bring your dreams down, no matter how impossible they look. I'm telling you, 2020 is that kind of year. Even at our church, the word for the year is that all things are now ready. And that for me means that there's nothing that you plan to do that God has not already sorted out. So this year, fight to keep your dreams big. I know that life and many circumstances will try to kill your dreams or try to make you negotiate your dreams. Don't negotiate down. Don't do it. No matter what happens, do not do it. Your dreams for this year, make sure you follow through on them. And every time you think you're dreaming big, I dare you to move it up a few notches, okay? Whatever thing you think you can achieve this year, trust me, God has more plans, and God plans to blow your mind. I'm going to read you a scripture, Ephesians 3:20 in the TPT translation. I love it, love it, love it. It says, God will achieve infinitely more than your greatest request, your most unbelievable dream, and exceed your wildest imaginations. God has promised to do that. So no matter what you think that you have planned out for the year, trust me, God is planning to do much bigger, and He's going to blow your mind. So number 13 of the things you must not do in 2020, don't be afraid. I know that sounds crazy because I mean, there are going to be a lot of things that will make you afraid this year, but trust me, this year, no matter what comes your way, don't be afraid. The interesting thing about this year is God's going to ask you to do a lot of crazy things. He's going to tell you to take bold steps, things you may not even fully understand. One of the things that He told me about this year, 2020, is that it will be a year of new experiences, of new things, new possibilities, things we've never seen happen before. God will dare us to do them. So listen, every time you feel afraid to do something, just do it afraid. Don't debate it too much. Don't negotiate it don't think about it too much. Just move. Take that first step. One of the things I've learned in my life is that the waters will never part if you do not step in. So you must take that first bold step. Just believe and just move. I remember last year, my younger sister came to me and said that she wanted to produce a movie. Interestingly, she writes screenplays. So that would be normal for someone like her. But it meant this time, not just being paid to write a movie and walk away, but actually bringing the movie to life. And it wasn't like she was making a lot of money, but she and a couple of her friends believed. They didn't know so much. They asked a lot of questions, tried different things, and they just moved with it. And in a few days from now, the movie's going to be out. It's called Mama Drama. I am so proud of them. And that's how 2020 is going to be. You should go and see the movie. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That's how this year is going to be. This year is the kind of year where if you get a nudging to do something, just move. So number 14 of things not to do in 2020, do not make excuses. Listen, you can have excuses or you can make progress, but you cannot have the two. You have to settle that once and for all and divorce all excuses. One of the reasons why doing these mentoring sessions with Pastor M has stayed this long is because I kept making excuses. I kept saying, oh, I'm not ready for this. I don't think I can handle this now. I don't like to be in front of the camera. I just kept saying all kinds of things until I came to terms with the fact that I cannot make progress and make excuses. I had to choose one. The same thing you're going to have to do in 2020. You're going to have to make up your mind to divorce excuses. Whatever the excuse is, trust me, it's not good enough. It's not a good enough price to pay for sacrificing your future and your destiny. Every plan that God has for you, it will start with you making up your mind to do it. Just do it. Be like Nike, just do it. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses for yourself, for the situation. We can come up with crazy things. Crazy things. I mean, when it comes to making excuses, people are very creative. We can be so creative. It can be that there's a lion in the street. I mean, different things. There's no transport today. There's traffic on the road. You can just, if you really want to make an excuse, you can find one. But you've got to make up your mind that this 2020 is worth much more than that. You want to make all your dreams come true. So the first thing you must decide is that you will not make excuses this year. Just go out and do it, okay? So number 15 of things not to do in 2020. Number 15, do not procrastinate. And I'm laughing because I'm also the queen of procrastinating. If you're always saying, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, don't worry, I'll get to it, just let me get to tomorrow, then you are already in trouble. Don't plan it. Don't procrastinate. Don't plan your procrastination. And this is really funny because my assistant taught me how to plan procrastination. I've never heard that before. It was so funny. Someone was saying to her that she's been wanting to write a book and that she's been procrastinating. She's like, okay, you know what? Let me help you. I'm going to teach you how not to procrastinate. So when you open your laptop, okay, write the title of the book. Then you take your calendar and say, I'm going to start the book in July 2020. I almost had a fit of laughter. How do you open your laptop, write the title, then plan how to procrastinate till July 2020? So if you're like her, please, in fact, please do not be like Chisom. I'm going to call her name. I'm calling her out. Yes, please do not be like Chisom. Don't plan your procrastination. Just get to it. Okay? Apart from not making excuses, also do not plan to do it tomorrow. Don't plan to do tomorrow what you can do today. Just get to it. Start. No matter how hard it seems, no matter how difficult, no matter how confused you are, take the first step. Okay, once you start, then you can continue. But if you planning to is not the same thing as starting. Planning to is always a problem. So you must just start. Don't procrastinate. Don't say you'll do it later. Don't say you'll get to it later. Don't put it on your to-do list and keep moving it the next day. I used to do that a lot. I would write something on my to-do list today, and then towards the end of the day, instead of just getting to it, I'll just say, I can just move. I mean, it's just one more thing left on my list. I can just move it to tomorrow. Listen, you have to be disciplined. If you're going to get anything done in 2020, you have to be very disciplined. You need to stop procrastinating, have a concrete plan and move, okay? And that takes me to my next point. One of the things you must not do in 2020, don't just stumble into the year. Don't just stumble into this year acting like, what will be will be. If it happens, it happens. I mean, that's great. Let's just see where this takes us. Let's just see how it goes. No, you must have a concrete plan for 2020. You can't, I mean, we're already 2 months gone or something in the year. I need you to have a plan, a definite plan, okay? You know how they say a plan without action steps is just a wish? You must have action steps. So you want to write a book, then you must have the title of the book, and then you must have the chapters, and then you can work from there. You must have a concrete plan. You want a master's degree, then you must investigate what school, what course, then find out how much the fees are. You want to build a house, find out, but you must have concrete plans. Don't just imagine the year is going to just work out for you. No. In fact, one of the things you must do for me right now, so that I will know that this mentoring session is working. If not, I'm not coming back next time. One of the things you need to do is sit down and write 20 things you want to achieve in this year. 20 things. And then start to take them one by one. I'm not just saying the things that God will do for you. I'm saying the things you want to achieve. So if you want to write a book, you want to travel the world, you want to buy property, you want to have savings, investments, write all those things down and then have practical steps. If you want to have savings, if you're the kind of person who can't save, then get a friend, okay? Someone who can encourage you to, or get a financial advisor, or get a plan, something. Put your money in something. If you're the kind of person that wants to lose weight, then get a weight loss partner, okay? Someone that can keep you accountable. It's so important. If you want to read more, get a reading partner. Do something. Take practical steps. Get an app on your phone that you can download books. Or if you're the kind of person that likes hard books like me, hard copy books, then go out and make a plan to buy books every week. Something. Do something practical. Don't just allow this year go by and say, it will happen if it happens. It just may never happen. Okay? Okay, so number 17 of the 20 things that you should not do in 2020. We're almost done, guys. That's amazing. So number 17, do not neglect the work. So I've talked to you about having a plan, not procrastinating, but now I need to talk to you about doing the work. This year may be a year of rest, like God promised, but this is definitely not the year of laziness. Whatever goal you have out there, if you have the action plans written out, you must be ready to do the work. I don't care how many assistants you have, you must be ready to do the work. If you're not ready to do the work, you're not ready to take home the prize. You must be ready to do the work. This year, work harder than anyone you know. Work as if you don't have a God. Work like you think you're the only one that can make this happen. And then let God put his grace on it. But I need you to understand that work is required to make anything happen. You know, a lot of times, I see people who have big dreams. I want to be this, I want to be that. And then they envy certain people. So you hear them, oh, I wish I could be like this person or that person in this field. And they have names of people who have labored thoroughly in that field. If you would only ask questions, you will realize that these people work hard. So you have to be determined to do the work this year. Don't neglect that aspect. I know having plans, especially when people want to go into business, and I see them drop great business plans, but they do not have the energy to actually do the work. So one of the things you must not do this year, do not neglect doing the work. You must do the work if you are going to get the result. That is so important. Number 18, we're almost there. So number 18 of the 20 things you should not do in 2020. Don't postpone living, okay? Today is that tomorrow you've been dreaming of. So live, seize the day. You know, as they say in Latin, carpe diem. Live the day, seize the day. Live, enjoy, travel, wear your best clothes. Don't keep saving them. Jesus may come tomorrow. You know, go on adventures, travel the world, make new friends, do exciting things. This year is not that kind of year. Don't manage the year. The year is for the taking. Finish the year, enjoy it. You know, eat up everything, drink up everything. Try things you've never, ever dreamed of trying. Just put it all out there. Seize the day, seize the moment. Live your best life in 2020. So number 19. Of the 20 things that you must not do in 2020, number 19 is do not underestimate this year. If you walked into 2020 thinking it's just another year, I feel bad for you already. Listen, this year is not like any other year you've ever experienced. this 2020 is the beginning of a new decade. The things that will happen for some of us this year are things that are pivotal for the next 10 years. So I need you to enter this year expectant, or to live the rest of this year expectant, believing the best, doing the things you thought were impossible, the things you only dreamt of. This year is not the kind of year that you underestimate. Don't even live in that mode. Don't even think it's an ordinary year. I pray that this year you won't lose your awe or wonder of the year. I need you to be in awe of how great this year is, of all the possibilities that can happen in this year, the possibilities that are available to you in this year. This year, do not underestimate 2020. It's so important. Do not think it's an ordinary year. Do not live it like it's another year. I want you to be excited about the year, to believe the best for the year, to dream the biggest you've ever dreamed, and to work the hardest you've ever worked. Do not underestimate 2020 and its possibilities. Don't do it. So number 20, at last. God, I'm so excited. I'm done. Okay. No, but I'm going to miss you guys for a bit. But mentoring sessions will be back from time to time. So look out on my YouTube page and I'll always put up stuff for you guys. So number 20, I feel like I should hold this one so that I'm sure you will come back again. But because I'm very sweet, I'm going to share with you. So number 20 of the 20 things you must not do in 2020. Believe it or not, don't die. Whatever you do in 2020, do not die. I'm not joking with you. This year will be sweet. Kai. Like I'm already in December. I'm already feeling all the testimonies, all the amazing, amazing, amazing things that are going to happen for you. So imagine all the beautiful things that God has planned for you, and then you go and die. It won't work now. So this year, whatever you do all you can to make sure that you stay alive so you can get the best of all the things that God has for you. So that's my 20 things that you should not do in 2020. I hope this blesses you. I hope you learned something, and I hope it makes your 2020 as amazing as it should be. Bye, everyone. Don't give her the first try, oh. Oh God.